Well, right now, a memorial continues to grow outside this Miami Street home in East Toledo. And today, especially, many came to bring gifts for what would have been Kimani Latigue's 14th birthday. Many people have stopped by throughout the week. You can see happy birthday balloons and stuffed animals being brought there. Kimani's body was found inside this home earlier this week. Her father, Darnell Jones, has been charged with her murder. He was shot earlier this week in Columbus. Columbus police say SWAT was tracking him, and at some point they made contact with him, ending in a SWAT officer shooting him. This is body camera footage from that day. It's unclear when he will be arraigned in Columbus on a felonious assault charge. He will then be brought back to Toledo.
We did have the ability to interview him, so as soon as he's released from the hospital that he can go to Columbus court and they can do their preliminary hearings and then hopefully get us transferred up here for we can stand for our courts.
Here in Toledo, Jones is charged with murder, felonious assault, and abduction in connection with Kimani's death.
Lucas County Children's Services says it found no evidence to remove Kei'Mani from her home after 3 reports were received. Lucas County Children's Services says it received a report in 2023 and 2 in 2024 regarding the care of Kei'Mani. Now, at the time she was in the care of her grandmother, Children's Services says investigations were done and they found no evidence that would have led them to remove Kei'Mani from the home. The agency even met with Kei'Mani to talk about each investigation. Lucas County Children's Services says it did not receive any other reports of abuse or neglect since 2024. Lucas County Children's Services has also just decided to work with Lucas County commissioners to create a task force. The task force will look at how the agency is operating from an outside looking in perspective. That's according to commissioners. Megan Hartnett, she joins us in studio. So what's the overall goal of this task force going forward?
Jeff, the task force will determine any issues within the agency and any changes that need to be made. But the biggest hope from commissioners is that this will help rebuild trust from the community in children's services and the work that the agency does.
We know the community is mad. We know the community is outraged, and we understand that we know we can do better. But this system has to be allowed to work to get better. Lucas
County Commissioner Pete Gerken says Friday marks just the start of the process of creating a task force to review the work of Lucas County Children's Services. County commissioners have put together task forces in the past to review agencies like TARDA and the zoo, and they have been successful. The death of Kimani Latig has opened the floodgate to review LCCS.
It's a terrible time. Losing a person so young is a wound that never fully heals.
The task force will not review Kimani's case or any individual cases.
This task force will listen to the community. It will go through review of the agency operations and is going to give us the framework to do better.
Those involved hope the task force will be a step to rebuilding the trust that has been lost by community members. And although trust may have been lost, those involved are asking for grace from the community, as Children's Services still has thousands of cases and children they are working with.
So we know our children are safe. We need grace right now, so people won't hesitate to pick up the phone and say, hey, there's an issue. Our children won't be safe if we don't have a healthy child protection system.
There will be more information in the coming weeks about who will serve on the task force. Commissioners are hoping to have people who have been in and around Children's Services system, professionals from legal fields, and community members as part of the task force. The scope of what the review will be will also be determined in the coming weeks. Reporting in studio, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
Our team coverage continues tonight. Today would have been Kimani's 14th birthday, and the community is coming together. Steve Iwanek is at Wilson Park for a candlelight birthday celebration, and Silver Barker spent the day at Spring Elementary, where Kimani's classmates and teachers got free lunches and cake for her birthday. But first, we want to get to Steve.
Yeah, hi guys. So we are here at Wilson Park. The party's just about an hour in, and I'm going to step aside here to my right so you can take a look at what's happening behind me. Over the last half hour, this party has grown significantly, and I'd say there are easily a couple of hundred people who have come out to celebrate Kimani's birthday. Now, the theme of the party is basketball, and it's organized by lifelong Toledoan Anthony Hurd. He told me earlier today that after learning about Kimani's death earlier this week, he just found a calling to want to help out the community. So on her 14th birthday, he's paid to have something for everyone to celebrate and to enjoy tonight, and all in Kimani's memory.
I just basically wanted to switch the narrative and to make it a positive thing and celebrate, because all the anger and everything that's going on is not going to bring Kimani back. So I just wanted to switch the narrative and make it, a different thing. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like something deep down inside it's something I just had to do.
Now, some of the planned activities for today's party include a face painting opportunity for the little kids, as well as a community basketball game that will be happening later tonight. A couple of things that Hurd says Kimani would be doing if she were here today. Here in North Toledo, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.
Meanwhile, earlier today, Toledo Buffalo Soldiers did something special for the students and faculty at Spring Elementary. That was the school that Kimani attended. Silver Barker, she joins us now live. What can you tell us about Kimani's first school year attending Spring Elementary and how it went?
Well, Jeff, she previously attended Bennett Venture Academy, and although she didn't spend a full year at Spring Elementary, the school district counselor tells me it's been rough for these students the past few days. He says this has acted like a trigger for some of the trauma that students have had in the past. However, he says with all the help from staff and community, it's making things a bit more bearable. Toledo Buffalo Soldiers were at the school today to talk to students and listen to them. They also gave the kids a free lunch with hamburgers, chips, cookies, and more. There were also cakes with Kimani's name on it.
Despite the reason that we're here today, as tragic as it is, we know that a lot of these kids are going to walk away at least with a good feeling and a little bit of rest from what is just horrible. Most of us never have to deal with this as children, and these kids are dealing with it today.
School leaders say Kimani was known to be a good student and friend to all her classmates, and also a girl with a wonderful personality. Reporting in the studio, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
We will continue to cover any new information about Kimani's story as details emerge, both on air and online. On WTOL 11 Plus, you can find interviews with her, Toledo Police Chief Mike Trenley, and all the stories we've done on her case. Plus, later tonight, you can watch the full interview with Toledo's police chief.